What's up everybody, and welcome to another edition of Free Lick Friday. It has been a while, but I am back. I've got my new camera. I've not upgraded this guitar yet, but soon. It's in the works. Alright, so last time I told you that we were going to work on some John Mayer style chord transitions. So I've put together this little thing that I was just playing. It's in the key of C major, so we're using the chords C, G, A minor, and F, and we are just going through them and transitioning from one to the other. Now, so this is kind of similar to John's Perfectly Lonely, which is where, if you check out my Perfectly Lonely video, you will see that's where I use a lot of these chord transition stuff. So anyway, let's play through it, and yeah, let's just play through it, and then we'll talk about it some. So the main part here, first let's take a look at our chords. I'm doing a C chord. It's kind of like an F shape if you're doing an F down here and you just move it up to the 8th, 9th, and 10th frets. And then I'm just wrapping my thumb around on the top string for the bass note. Alright, so we're playing. So there's our transition up to our G chord, which our G chord is just this A-shaped bar chord, the 5-string bar chord on the 10th fret. First finger's on the 10th fret, third finger is on the 12th fret, barring these three. So that's a G. It's just higher up. We could play it down there, but I chose to do it up here just to change it up some. So the transition between the C and the G, what I'm doing is pretty much the way that I'm doing this, if you learn nothing else from this, is I'm using the major scale, because this little thing is in the C major, so the C major scale is what it contains, like all those notes are what it contains. So I'm using the C major scale to go between my C and my G and my A minor and my F. So what I'm doing here is I am on the A string sliding from 10 to 12, then on D string 10, 12, and then landing on my G chord, which puts us back on this 10 on the A string. So, okay, so I'm landing on the G. Now from here, I'm doing almost the same thing, just up 2 frets more. Actually, it is the exact same thing, just 2 frets higher. 12, slide to 14 on the A string, then 12, 14 on the D string, then land on your A minor chord. So same as this, just an octave higher. Alright, and now here we are hitting, so we're kind of going from a high register to a lower register. So just using the notes still in the C major scale, right here is a C note, the B string on the 13th fret, and so we're going 13, 12, then G string 14, and then down to the F chord. It's the exact same thing as the G chord, just slid 2 frets down. Alright, and so we got here I kind of tend to do different stuff each time, but this is the general idea of what I'm doing here. After the F chord, I'm doing starting it out like we transition between C and G. So slide 10 to 12 on the A string, 10 on the D string. Now instead of going up on the D string, we go over to our G string and we do a little hammer-on pull-off. And we've got the 10, hammer on to 12, pull off back to 10. So. Then down to the 12th fret on the D string, which is another D note. And then hit the 8th fret on the D string, which is a C note. And then the note right after that, back to the beginning of your chords. So we've got real slow. So that's a small example of just transitioning between your chords using the scale that you're in, and that's all I'm doing in the Perfectly Lonely video. Excuse me. All you have to do is you have to know. If I'm in the key of C, I'm playing this stuff. I just have to know where my C major notes are. Around where I'm playing. If the chord's up here in A minor, I just have to know where the C major scale is around that chord. And then here, the F. So it really comes down to knowing your scales. If you could do this with a minor progression. I'm not as good because I play major scales a lot more than I play minor scale. So it comes down to knowing your major scale if you're going to play stuff like this, and to know it at different parts of the neck. Not to just know one position, but be able to know wherever you are on the neck to know where it is. Alright, so I hope you enjoyed this Free Lick Friday. It's a little bit different than what I have been doing. And leave me a comment, let me know what you think about this. Let me know if you want more stuff like this, or more stuff like I was doing before. Or, you know, just leave me a comment, tell me what you thought about it. I'd appreciate to hear from you. I would have liked to use the black one for this, but I don't have it at my house right now, so I was just using what I've got here. Like I said, this will be changing soon. It is in the works. I'm going to be buying a body and finishing it myself, and I think I'm going to do butterscotch blonde. I haven't made my decision final yet, but I should be getting a body here in the next little bit. Yeah, so here we go. I'm just going to play you out, and so you can see what other type of stuff you can do. I'll use the same chord progression. Alright.